Добро пожаловать
to Russia.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm from class 4B3 and today we want to show you about the interesting place called Russia. First of all, before we start to present, I want to tell you that we are going to present about the country, the economy, the demographic and the culture in this country. I want to start with country. As you know, we want to bring you to the one of the greatest country in the world. So, let's go. Russia, or the Russian Federation, is a country spanning Eastern Europe and Northern Asia. It is the largest country in the world by area, covering over 17 million square kilometers and encompassing more than 1/8 of Earth's inhabited land area. Russia's 2020 population is estimated at 145,934,462 people at mid-year according to UN data. Russia's population is equivalent to 1.87% of the total world population. The Russian ranked number in the list of countries independence by population. As we know, the Russian is a big country, so there is a lot of climate such as tundra, taiga, forest and steppe. In general, the climate of Russia can be described as highly continental influenced climate with warm to hot dry summers and very cold winters with temperature of -13 Celsius and lower and sometimes heavy snowfall. The winter is mostly dry. Snow covers the ground from the end of October to mid-March in some years. There is 5 top of landmarks we have for you. First, we have Hermitage Museum. The State Hermitage Museum is a museum of art and culture in St. Petersburg, Russia, the largest art museum in the world. It was founded in 1764 when Empress Catherine the Great acquired an impressive collection of paintings from the Berlin Merchant Johann Ernst Watzkowski. Next, we have St. Basil's Cathedral. The Cathedral of Vasily the Blessed, commonly known as Saint Basil's Cathedral, is an Orthodox church in the Red Square of Moscow and is one of the most popular cultural symbols of Russia.
Hi, we are going to present about economy in Russia. Let's go! Probationary generally set a maximum 3 months of most employees and 6 months of executive. To recruit from overseas, Russian employees must be registered with Ministry of Ethnics, Migration of Policy, and Federal Migration Service. Visas and work permits must be secured. Employees sponsored by an incorporated entity and are a typical processing time from 4 to 6 weeks. Legal protection of Russian and foreign workers are alike is strong, although labor legislation changes regularly. Russia's monthly income stood at $811 United States in June 2021 compared with the previous figure of $759 United States in May 2021. Russia's monthly earnings data is updated monthly, available from June 1992 to June 2021 with an average number of 428 United States dollars. The data reached an all-time high of $105 United States in December 2013 and a record low of $25 United States in November 1992. CEIC converts monthly earning into United States dollar. Federal State Statistics Service provides average nominal wages in local currency. The Central Bank of the Russian Federation on average market exchange rate is used for currency conversions. In the latest reports, Russian population reached 146 million people in December 2020. Unemployment rate of Russia dropped to 6% in December 2020. The country's labor force participation rate dropped to 68% in December 2020. Russian ruble or ruble is the currency of the Russian Federation, the two partially recognized republics of Abkhazia and South Ossetia, and the two unrecognized republics of Donetsk and Luhansk. The ruble is subdivided into 100 kopecks, sometimes it's also written as kopecks. So, let me introduce you to the most popular places in Russia. First, Bolshaya Prokofskaya Street. Second, St. Petersburg. And third, Keshe Island.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Imran and today I would like to present you about demography of Russia. Before that, I want to introduce my group members Afika Dania and Hudati Akia. The first one, we got ethnic group of Russia. Russia is the largest country in the world and has great diversity ethnic. It is amazing to know that Russia is also a multinational state and has over 193 ethnic nations. In the 2010, roughly 81% of the population were ethnic Russian and the remaining 19% of the population were ethnic minority. As we can see here, we have religion in Russia. A law on religion recognizes the right to freedom of conscience and creed to all the citizens. The spiritual contribution of Orthodox Christianity to the history of Russia. Moreover, respect to other religions and creeds, which constitute an indispensable part of historical heritage of Russian people. In addition, according to the law, any religious organization may be recognized as tradition. The official language of Russian is Slavic, which is more than 120 languages are spoken in Russia, and many of ethnic groups in Russia speak their own language, which Russian being either their first or second language. It's locally known as Braille script, and a version of a standardized Russian language used nationwide in the country. Besides Russian, there are other numerous languages which have been adopted as the official language in the Russia. There are two types of education in Russia, which is general and professional. Roughly, students will start with preschool education, moving to primary and basic general education, which will take around 9 years. Next, they will continue another 2 years for secondary education. As for the professional education, it will depend on the levels. As for example, 3 or 4 years of vocational education and 4 years for bachelor's.
Let's move on to the next topic, which is about culture. So let's start with music and dance. Russia witnessed various invasions from other countries. Khorevat, a traditional Slavic art form that combines both a circle dance and chorus singing. Do you know that Khorevat is one of the most popular Russian dance, with people moving around in a circle holding hands? For your information, Russia was a late starter in developing a native tradition of classical music due to the proscription by the Orthodox Church against secular music. Okay, the next thing we will see is their arts, literature and architecture. Ballet is a popular notable art form coming out of Russia and founded in 1776. Russian nesting dolls are symbols of the country and known as matryoshka dolls, while the painting usually a Russian peasant girl in traditional costume. Colorfully painted onion domes first appeared during the reign of Ivan the Terrible, according to Lonely Planet. For example, St. Basil's Cathedral, the famous dome-shaped building in Russia. Then, let's look at their foods and drinks. So here, as you can see, we have borscht, which is the best soup that full of vegetables and meat, pierogies, and caviar that made from eggs of sturgeon found in Black Sea or Caspian Sea. Vodka is a popular alcoholic drink. Just to let you know that Stoli is the #1 vodka in Russia. Moving on to the next point, talking about their traditional clothes. Look at the following figures. We have kaftan, sarafan, and kokoshnik. The most common clothing in Russia here is sarafan, a loosely fitting long jumper dress worn over a long linen shirt and belted. For more information about Rubaka and Shuba, you can read the slides provided. Last but not least is traditional games. We have Lapta and Jurak here, and basically these are the most popular game among them. Let's have a look at Lapta first. It is played with a bat and a ball and has similarities to baseball and cricket. Lastly, Jurak is the name of the most popular card game, and Jurak means fool, that refers to the person who loses the game. Oh, by the way, before we proceed to the next topic, let me show you our costume demonstration. Many Russians find black and white very elegant, like this and this. They pick dark colors mainly due to the amount of dust and mud around, and this is practical choice that runs down the generations. I would like to leave you with one final thought, that the culture of Russians, along with the cultures of many other minority ethnic groups in the country, has a long tradition in many fields, especially when it comes to literature, folk dancing, and classical music. In all these areas, Russia has had a considerable influence in global culture.